Hello, thank you very much for joining us. This is the Conrado Show. This is where we discuss issues of purpose, passion, and power. We get interactive with young people who are doing exceptionally well in their chosen fields, trying to live their purpose, trying to demonstrate passion for whatever it is that they have found to do, and then also they tap into God's power that enables us to do marvelous things. Today, we have a guest who demonstrates these three core pillars of life and achievement, and I'll be introducing her to you pretty shortly. But this show is brought to you in association with the Conrado Group. We are into personal development and then also communication consultancy and helping you to be able to go abroad if you want to take exams such as the IELTS, the International English Language Testing System. If you are a nurse and you want to travel to the UK or Canada, this is an exam that you need to take, and we are the ones who help you to be able to do that very well. This show is also brought to you by Heritage Christian College. We are a university in Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, and this university is unique because it is a university that sets out to train people to be entrepreneurial. Everybody must come with an idea in order for them to be helped so that they can set up their own businesses, and we are supporting students. In fact, in the last 4 years since we started the HCC Startup Challenge, we have supported students to the tune of over 400,000 Ghana cedis. You too may be a beneficiary of that startup grant. And also, we have started graduate programs, and so you can apply and read MSc in accounting and taxation, MSc accounting and finance, and MSc in human resource management. We also have undergraduate degree programs at Heritage Christian College. You can go to our website at www.hcuc.edu.gh, or you can call the number 020-6730-38-2 in order for us to interact with you. You may find something very phenomenal to do here at Heritage. The HCC Media School is also there to help you with practical training in order for you to become the media professional that you want to be. You can also reach us on the same number that I let you know about. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back to introduce our guests.
Do you have an interest and passion for the media? You see yourself excelling in the field of journalism and multimedia, but do not have enough time and funds to pursue courses in those fields. That is why the Heritage Christian College Media Training School was set up to give you an opportunity to train yourself for 4 months and get a 2-month opportunity for attachment at Truth TV. With our state-of-the-art studio and newsroom, experienced friendly lecturers in the field of journalism and conducive lecture halls, we offer students the chance to learn on the job with both practical and theoretical lessons. We offer courses in journalism such as newscasting, show hosting, voice training and phonetics, voiceovers, report filing, and many others. In the field of multimedia, we offer courses in cinematography, video editing, animations, studio management, master control room management, light and sound engineering, set design, graphic design, photography, and social media management. We offer intensive 1-week courses in communication essentials for professionals. We have both weekday and weekend courses. We are located behind Amasaman Stadium in Accra. Heritage Christian College Media Training School gives you all the tips you need to succeed in the world of communication.
Hope. Hope for the community. Hope for Ghana, our beloved country. Hope for Africa, and hope for the world. With 4 years of training through C10 for lectures and getting the grades, you will develop competence and big hearts to save lives. Our BSc nursing program is uniquely designed with conviction, character, compassion, creativity, and community, with a keen focus on information technology and entrepreneurship to equip you bring hope to clients. We are Heritage Christian College. Our nursing program is accredited by Ghana Tertiary Education Commission and Nursing and Midwifery Council of Ghana. We are recruiting now. Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Hello! Thank you again for staying with us. This is the Conrado Show, and as I said, we discuss issues of purpose, passion, and power. And today we have somebody who exhibits these three pillars very, very well in her life story. A very interesting story, and I'd love you to hear it. She's in the person of Portia, Agyei, Yeboah. Welcome!
Thank you, Conrad.
It's been a long time that I've been wanting to host you on my show, and today you just showed up. It's an unplanned interview. We've not scripted anything. She just visited me, and then I said, come up, let's go to the studio and have an interview. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Really?
Very well, by God's grace.
We thank God, we thank God, we thank God. Where do we even start from?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's start from Kring Kring. You know, when you were born, where were you born? Who are your parents? And what environment did you grow up in? Let's start from there. Maybe to tell us what to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born in Kasai, which is in the Ashanti region.
Right.
Idra, I mean, is the known municipality.
Okay.
By Grace watching, that's the name of my mom, and my dad is called Frankie Yeboah. And yes, I think I lived with them for some few years and then moved to the northern region after.
What sent you there?
Well, ideally, I was supposed to attend school, but I ended up doing something else altogether.
Really?
Yes. So,
why would you leave your parents to go to the north to go in school?
so my dad's kind of brother or something, one of the relatives, told my mom that because she couldn't afford my fees back in the village, it would be good for him to take me to the city, which is Kumasi, to school there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my mom gave me to him to take me to Kumasi, but I ended up in Tamale instead of Kumasi. Yes. Apparently they needed somebody to work with the auntie on her food business in the city. So it wasn't really school that I was attending. I was rather supposed to go and support with
business.
Whoa,
so you started learning about business long ago. I mean, when you were a kid.
Yes.
Interesting. So you were selling, but you weren't going to school.
Well, I was registered in school, but in terms of really attending school, because as at the age of 11 and getting to class 4, I didn't even know the first letter to my name. So seriously? I knew Portia, but how to get it spelled was actually a problem. So yes, that was what happened. I was walking on the streets, selling ice water, doing a whole lot of things. I mean, fetching firewood. Almost everything.
Wow.
And basically that was what I did for, I think I lived in the north for 4 to 5 years.
Which particular town? City?
Moshe Zongo. That was where I stayed in the north.
You're a Zongo girl.
I'm a Zongo girl.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you're hard like that.
I am a Zongo girl.
I see.
Yes, I lived there for some years before my mom, because she was searching for me all over.
Like
she finally found my whereabouts and then picked me from there and brought me down to the south. Yes, so that was a bit about my
upbringing. And when you returned, then you had to now enroll in another school and really start proper schooling.
Yes. I mean, when she brought me down, I was 11 years. And they didn't know where to put me because 11 years, I think by then I was class 6 starts, 6 years starts with 1.
Yeah,
so 11 to 12, you should be in like class 5, 6. But I really didn't fit in any of those classes, and they couldn't put me in KG or because I don't remember about attending KG and how to write and all that. So they put me in class 2.
Okay.
But I stayed there for some time. Just to pick up. Yes, so and I have quite a cute body, so
can
it
you
really
imagine?
fits me. Even though I was older than all the my classmates, I still fit in because of my stature. So I wasn't bothered. I was excited to just be in school. So,
but after some time, you were moved. You jumped kind of.
No, I
went through.
I went through from class 2, and then I repeated. I was taken to Offenso. I did class 2 there. I was entering class 3, but I got repeated when I came to Agyei. My mom brought me to Agyei, and that was where I started private school and all that. And yes, gradually from the last of the class to the 30s and then to 20s, I got into the 80s, and then gradually. How I became brilliant, it's been by the grace of God. I have no idea how that happened. Yes,
so, and you went to secondary school?
Yes.
At where?
I went to Church of Christ Secondary School in Kumasi. Yes, Cresek. Yes, I think now it's been given to the government, but yes, Cosmos and his team Cosmos also he trained us. So
I see.
That was why I attended my secondary school.
Right. You went with Morrison. Were you contemporaries? Like
yes,
in the same class, or?
We were in the same class.
Oh, okay.
Myself, Morrison, Elvis, Yusuf, all the Robert, Kataka, all those guys were my classmates.
So Morrison was my best man for my wedding.
Oh, yes.
Interesting. So now, from senior high school, let's fast forward. Then you came to university.
Yes.
Did you come to University of Ghana straight away, or how? Tell me that.
No.
story.
So from interestingly, I mean, even though I was laced in education when I was very young, I kind of became the first female really going far in education, and unfortunately I didn't have that senior person to direct me with regards to education and all that.
Courses and choice.
I mean, we were just watching TV and I saw this school's name. I like this school. The name is nice. So I just applied to the school. It was a private university here in Accra, Zenith, actually. So I applied to do business administration, but when I got there, they admitted me. I paid my fees and everything. When I got there, they said the program was not going to be run that year, so I had to do ACCA.
Course,
I didn't even know what professional courses were. I just said, what is it about? They said account. I said, okay. So I just went there. If I was in class, when they told me you need to register with the professional body, you need to pay for it. I said, why do I pay for exams? I'm in school. So it was total new thing to me. I did ACCA for 2 years. And I really wasn't getting the numbers. Like, this is not my field. So I stopped the school without telling my parents. I got myself enrolled in Legon. So at that time the private school fees was expensive.
Exactly.
So when I started, I realized I have 2 years to complete Zenith.
For
that 2 years can actually pay for my University of Ghana fees for
4 years.
So I actually started Legon. I didn't tell my parents, so they were still sending me money for Zenith. And then I did IPMC on the side for 1 year,
which is computing.
Yes, because I love tech. So that also wasn't known to my parents. So my parents only got to know when I was in level 200
at the University.
At the University of Ghana. I think somebody mentioned that they saw me and something. And my mom was wondering what I was doing, and I said, "Oh, well, I'm in Lagos now."
What did Lagos give you, by the way, to study?
So Legon gave me, unfortunately I didn't get business administration, but I got sociology classes, archaeology.
Can you imagine? You were going
Yes,
to dig the
I
ground.
know. But I fell in love with archaeology a lot because, and then sociology was more with people, society, development. So I really started falling in love with all this. And then classes was more of civilization, you know, the Greeks and then Romans. So I really love those courses. So it kind of exposed me to other interest areas that I didn't know I had interest. So yes, I did that for my first year throughout, and then completed and became the first graduate in my family. So yeah, the 11 years to start school now became the first graduate.
Wow.
Yeah, I think graduate in my family, female graduate. And
interesting.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
And after university, so we want to finish the education bit of it before we get into the other aspects of your life. At the university, you ended up with sociology and archaeology.
I majored in those two.
Okay, that's fine. And then national service, what did you do with?
Interesting. My national service was actually done in my church.
Oh,
practically in my church.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come and visit that topic again. Yeah. But so from there, you did a master's.
Yes.
In what?
Organizational leadership and governance.
Okay.
Yes, I did master's at Legon Business School.
Okay.
Yes, so that was MSc Organizational Leadership and Governance 2016-2017.
Why did you get into that? Why didn't you go on with sociology or archaeology?
Yes, after school, I mean before school, I sat down and realized that, I mean, if I am able, I mean, I couldn't spell my name Portia at the age of 11, and today I'm the first to graduate and doing well in education, then it means that probably if every child is given the opportunity to go to school, they can become something else. So I then developed the passion to mentor young people who have the opportunity to be in school, to study hard and pass their exams and further their education. So then I started one passion to mentor for girls and advancement. It's called PAMGAD. So what I was doing was to establishing clubs with my female friends that I mean, I know we'll come to that. So based on that club thing, I realized leadership was something I was interested in. So that influenced my decision to enrolling for the organizational leadership course.
Interesting. And then later on, you have to go and do another master's in the UK. Which university and what program?
Yes, so I did management in a digital service economy at the University of Buckingham in the UK.
Oh yeah?
Yes, and I think
you just finished last year or this year?
I finished my program in December, but I graduated this year. March. Yes.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
And you had an award. What award was that? Some award. I saw a video. Nice video.
I got an award for most committed students of the course.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Most committed students.
Most committed students for that.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. I really wanted to, I mean, my objective was to get a distinction. And I wanted to do a research focusing on Ghana and digitalization.
But you had a distinction.
Yeah, I had a distinction.
Congratulations on that too.
So I was very committed to the course.
Really?
Yes. Although I was surprised because the award itself was a surprise to me. I went for my graduation not expecting the award, and then I saw my name in the list of awards. So it was quite a
surprise.
Yes.
Congratulations. So now let's backtrack. When I got to know you, that was at the University of Ghana. I knew you as somebody who dressed in deer. Like you took it like World Cup. You would dress and wear. What were you wearing? You know, this scarf. You know, very big. And you dress well. The dress will be rolling on the ground, and you come to church, come and take your seat at church, and like you really carried yourself with some kind of esteem and confidence and all of that. And then the next moment, then I saw that you started a project that was about raising funds for media broadcast for the Churches of Christ. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, yes, about that project. I mean, interestingly, I was in Accra since I got to Zenith in 2006.
Yeah.
And I was fellowshipping with Sound Road Church of Christ. So
great.
when I came to Legon, I started fellowshipping with Legon Church of Christ. And then one day I was listening to the radio, and then I heard one of our brothers, teacher Danuso Esiama, preaching. And I was shocked to the bone. I was like, what?
You didn't know that
This
the
is the message that our church to be preaching. So immediately I called the station. I mean, I think they were on the radio, so I called the station to ask, how do we support this program? And they told me you have to bring the money to Sound Road. I'm a student. I just have some 5 cedis to contribute to this program. By the time I get to Sound Road, the 5 cedis will be 2 cedis. So how am I going to? So I kept asking, is there no any way I could contribute? They said no. So I waited that time. I remember my feeding fee was 100 cedis or 150 cedis that my parents sent me. So I waited for it to come. So when it came, I took the whole money, put in an envelope, went straight to the church house, and looked for who to donate to. And even that was a problem. Clearly there was nothing put in place for such support. So then I asked, how can we contribute to
make it
and they
easier
said,
to contribute?
We're using the collection that we take on. So I'm like, yes, but people like us, we want to really support. What do we do? And our church is such that female. I mean, we run, the structure is such that a female lady cannot take lead in so many things. So that became a bit of a challenge to me. So fortunately for me, Preacher Martin Opon, and then and Akowa Menu, by then he was an elder. I heard about what I wanted to do, and they were excited about it and invited me to the office. And Preacher Martin was really preaching. Let's allow the lady to do whatever. So I told them we could do this, we could do that, we could do that, and they were like, "It's fantastic, as long as you can do it." But it will be difficult for the church to do all this that you're talking about. And I was referring to using mobile credit to support the program. I had no idea how to go about that, but I just mentioned it because I was eager. You should be able to support from any part of the country that you find yourself. So right from there, I met with my friend Irene. She's a Catholic. I told her this is what I want. She said, okay, let's put together something. We put something together. I started chasing Tigo, MTN, Vodafone, Zain. I went to all those offices, network telcos, meetings, support meetings, and then they said, no, we can't do it for you unless the organization is registered
as a company.
And you know, definitely Sound Road will not give me a Church of Christ certificate to go and do it. So then I said, okay, this can be a project to support the media outreach program. I won't put the name Church of Christ on it for it to become an issue. So I went to the Registrar General, registered it, got the certificate. The following week I was at MTN. I have the certificate. Now do what you have to do. And then they did all the papers and gave me the codes. So when I think I took about a month to do that, and so I went to Vodafone, got a code. I went to, I think I had 3 codes. Airtel, got a code, and then I came back to the church and I said, I have the codes. So now tell people to donate. And they were shocked.
Oh, yeah?
So immediately they said, tell us what you want us to do. And that was when I started the presentation.
Wow.
So I realized when I presented the whole thing, they were so excited about it. And immediately they did. I showed them the results. They can donate. And they were so excited. So then they said, then Sunday come and tell the church what you have. Then I realized I have to put together a presentation. So quickly I did some PowerPoint presentation, put the network there, blah blah blah. And then I had some 5 to 10 slides. So Sunday they put me there. Then I did the present. I think that was the first time
you still said to go and present something.
Presented something to the whole congregation, and a lot of people were excited. And that's how the media outreach programs. So from Accra, I took it to Kumasi, Sunyani. I was attending all annual programs. Almost.
And you were a student.
Northern region. I
didn't go.
But the other 7 regions as at then, Tifu Praso, I was just going. I was non-stop.
And you were still a student.
I was still a student, but I skipped all my Friday lectures. So I leave Accra on Thursday evening with my Ejabudu straight to the towns we need to go and do presentation. Then I come back to campus either Monday dawn to attend lectures or Sunday night to start my but surprisingly the lectures I skipped on Friday I had A throughout. Not even A minus, A plus throughout those courses. The ones I was getting C+, I got A plus. That was archaeology. Yes, Dr. Pascal course. Yes, Clement Apart. I think he's still an NP. Yes, that was his course. I skipped a lot of them. So when we were going to the field, he made sure I was there on the field. Practical field.
To dig the ground.
Archaeology was interesting.
Wow.
That was how I combined my church program with my education.
That was fascinating because for us, we just saw that this girl was on fire. Mobilized volunteers. Tell me about that.
Yes, I just, because I was alone, I didn't want to leave for the program to die out. So what I had was reps. So every region, I organized the youth in that region, and then from each church. So all the churches that I do the presentation, I get reps from each of them. Then I have regional meetings with them, and then spread them out to their various congregations. So they were now capturing areas within their vicinity, and then organizing the money. So I teach them, I do the presentation with them, train them, then they also go and do the presentation. So that was how we were able to spread
across the country.
Across the
and you
country.
raised so much money?
Yes, I mean, we did a lot. We had 2 banks by then. Yes, we were able to raise enough money. We were actually pushing to move from then it was Metro TV to GTV. I think by then you were at GTV, so I was pushing to come to GTV. And Esiama carried us along a lot with his preaching, because the more people listened to his sermons, the more they were motivated to donate to the project. So that went on for like 3-4 years, 2011 to 2014, when I completed and I had started my
Portia. And you left this, and then you left us to now continue.
Now we have
because when I was about to start this, I had to come. Yes, we had to talk about this. How do we raise funds? How do we do this? And you had to teach me a lot of stuff about fundraising. Yes. And I'm so amazed that today you're seated here
for the
first
time. Excited
to see that all of these things, we started dreaming them together. Yes. And you've done so well, for the church, and I'm so glad that you did that to inspire young people that no matter what level, you can lead from anywhere. You don't need to be, they shouldn't give you any position before you decide that, I want to do something for God. No, wherever you are, You know, John C. Maxwell has a book called The 360-Degree Leader. You know, you need to lead from wherever you find yourself.
Leadership is within.
Exactly. And have something in mind that you want to do.
Yeah.
And then just map out the strategies, see whoever is involved or you need to contact.
Yeah.
And then let's roll. Yeah, we don't sit till become somebody before we decide to do things. Yeah, that was one lesson I learned from you. You were still a student at the university, you know, and some of us had graduated and we're like, hey, this small girl, look at the things she's doing. What are we doing with our lives? You know, that was very inspiring. And now, let's take a break and we'll be back to continue with the other stories. I'm getting carried away right now. This is the Conrado Show where we talk about purpose, passion, and power. And there's a lady who demonstrates these three pillars very well. She's in the studio here. She's a P as well. So purpose, passion, power. Portia. We'll be right back to continue.
It feels like becoming an entrepreneur aside academics is never going to be possible when you're in school. Mainly because we feel that we are young and we don't have the resources and the guts to be one.
But if you believe in yourself and you have the passion to become an entrepreneur, then you already are.
Staying ahead in a highly competitive environment requires applying creativity and innovation to every aspect of your journey to becoming an entrepreneur.
Presently, entrepreneurship is driven by creativity and innovation to attain business objectives.
The explosion in technology, business, entrepreneurship, and consumption in this new era is as a result of the ongoing application of innovation.
Milton Berle once said, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door."
So if you are ready to be an entrepreneur, we are ready for you.
Do you have an interest and passion for the media? You see yourself excelling in the field of journalism and multimedia, but do not have enough time and funds to pursue courses in those fields. That is why the Heritage Christian College Media Training School was set up to give you an opportunity to train yourself for 4 months and get a 2-month opportunity for attachment at Truth TV. With our state-of-the-art studio and newsroom, experienced friendly lecturers in the field of journalism and conducive lecture halls, we offer students the chance to learn on the job with both practical and theoretical lessons. We offer courses in journalism such as newscasting, show hosting, voice training and phonetics, voiceovers, report filing, and many others. In the field of multimedia, we offer courses in cinematography, video editing, animations, studio management, master control room management, light and sound engineering, set design, graphic design, photography, and social media management. We offer intensive 1-week courses in communication essentials for professionals. We have both weekday and weekend courses. We are located behind Amasaman Stadium in Accra. Heritage Christian College Media Training School gives you all the tips you need to succeed in the world of communication.
Thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Conrado Show. We're talking about how to get motivated and inspired and be resilient and be a goal-getter. And there's somebody who is here to really teach us from her life story that is very inspiring. Portia Yeboah is my guest. Hey, Mama Portia. Now let's hear from the church, because you've done a lot there. Let's go into NGO business.
Yeah.
Where did that also start? You are a guru in NGO business, you know. How did you start that one?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, after my first degree, I started this club. So what we're doing was to establish clubs in secondary schools. And then I also established
Yeah,
some
girls'
in the
class.
tertiary
Girls' class,
institutions.
basically.
So I was using the tertiary students
Yeah,
to mentor
the
SHS
Awesome.
students.
Awesome.
So I was carrying University of Ghana. We have people from UPSA, Cape Coast, Tech, Winneba. We have volunteers from all over.
Yeah.
So we go to the hinterlands.
Yeah.
Accra, for instance, we're focused in Amasaman area.
Yeah. When you were at Heritage too,
Yes.
yeah, some of the girls were also going
exactly.
with you.
We had heritage volunteers. Yes. I think Natford volunteers sometimes.
I
too.
see.
Yeah, and then I took heritage volunteers all the way to Adra to go and mentor
Of course. Yeah.
young people in Adra, and of course I started with my school, Crescent, mentoring the girls. That was where I established my first club.
I see.
And through that, it got to a point that we couldn't afford the support
to the girls,
taking all these volunteers around these schools, because we're also supporting them with maths and science, and then IT as teaching them and even giving them computers. So my co-founder, our counselor, so the Palm Guard vision, when it came, I informed my friend who was then living with me. We both shared the same apartment. She's called Mavis Drowami. She also had similar dreams. So she was like, I'm interested. So we started the Palm Guard, and then later brought in other friends of ours. So we brought in Irene Uswamuako. She's now a PhD holder. So Dr. Irene Uswamuako.
Dr. Irene, congratulations.
And then Nana Isel Koba. She's at immigration now. And then we also brought in Baba and Sam, Erasi Sam. And then I think that's about us. About 3, 4, 5 strong ladies. So they came together and started the project. But along the line, the name Palm Guard was confusing. So we changed it to Oak Foundation, which is Okodie Akwentuku.
What is that?
Journey of Eagles. So Okodie Akwentuku, Journey of Eagles. So that was the name. So we started with our clubs, mentoring them, going rounds. But it got to a point that we didn't have resource to take all these volunteers rounds. So that was the time, the idea of generating or starting a project that can generate an income for the NGO. And the idea of farming came to be. So which I mostly give the credit to my uncle, because by then he was into farming.
I see.
And I had stayed with him for some time, and he really built I've always loved to farm, but then being with him, he helped me identify the opportunities in agriculture. So yes, he introduced me to the farming business, and I loved the idea. So then I pitched my idea to the chiefs, explaining what I want to do with my clubs, supporting girls to further their education by sponsoring them. And they loved it, and gave me some 100 acres of land to start my project. So that was the starting point. And because I had worked in the Church of Christ for some time, a lot of people knew me. So it got to the point now I have to raise funds for my project. And so I tried to base with the networks that I had. And because they knew me,
it was.
I really didn't have to talk much, Conrad. To be honest, my church is the pillar of my foundation. And now I'm beginning to understand that I did that program not for my church. I really did it for myself.
Exactly.
Most 80% of my funding came from my church members. Anybody I go to, I pitch my idea like, we know you can do it. So get this. I was getting huge monies that I had no idea I would be. if I'm to mention names,
yeah.
we wouldn't finish
Exactly.
today. But
Yeah.
my church was
So
my
supportive.
pillar.
I see.
Was very, very supportive. So
I
they
see.
helped me, individuals in the
Of
church,
course.
not the
Yeah.
church
Yeah,
as a body.
yeah.
But they helped me a lot with funding,
Mm.
and through that, I met a very, very competent, very experienced person in the NGO field. Who also supports, and he's now the director of finance. He doesn't like his name to be mentioned all the time, so he was very helpful and really supported me with strategy development, business proposal, coaching me, mentoring me. He actually held my hand through the process, and we started applying for international funding, and we got our first funding from the Netherlands. Got funding from GIZ government. I mean, GIZ was actually the first one. They sponsored us with irrigation facility in the farm when we started, and then yes, I had some financial institutions supporting us with loans to get equipment to start the farm, and then we got the Netherlands government support. Hortifresh by then was Hortifresh, and then also got the GIZ PMZ support, which was the biggest project I had so far, to train 200 returned migrants to reintegrate in the community using agriculture. So yes, I mean, and other funding here and there. Ministry of Agri is supportive. So that was how the whole thing started growing, and now it's the Oak Foundation that we all see.
Awesome. And so relationships matter.
Sure.
You don't have to, you know, if you know people, you need to be able to let them trust you, build trust. If you had messed up earlier with the project you were handling when you were a student, there was no way you would go back to those same people to support you. So if people give you an opportunity, don't blast it. You must make sure that you keep that trust and then do something and let them see that yes, this person, if we give her, you know, another chance, she will do better. And you've touched so many lives, you know. You're sponsoring people here and there. Hey!
Yeah, we've sponsored some people for with their schools. We most of them being orphans, and then also supported schools with laptops. I mean, Mavis is in Germany now, so she's also
giving it laptops. Why? So I beg you.
So she's still actively involved in the Oak Foundation. She's able to organize some laptops in Germany that we give to the rural communities. We are still able to do. For now, we've mentored over 3,000 young people with our mentorship program. We actually paused the face-to-face based on the educational the transition that we had in Ghana from the 3 years to the 4 years. There was a bit of disturbance with the calendar, so we paused, and then COVID too. So now we are looking at more of online session. But in terms of the support and really developing people, because Oak's vision is to educate and then bring out develop people in the area of agribusiness and entrepreneurship. So our funding is such that we focus on getting funds that do not just train the people, but after training, you set them up in business. Because I believe in getting the people started. I mean, if you train them and you don't give them the support to supporting tools to start, then it's a waste of training them. Of course, the capacity is important, but the resource to start is also very important. So fortunately for us, we've gotten support in doing those projects. That is training them and then also supporting them with the resources to set up. So for now, I mean, together we've trained and supported almost 300 people. If we have to put all our projects together, the highest being the GIZ project, which was to support 200 people.
Awesome. And even at Heritage here, when you were here, you were supporting the CEP people, you know, with coaching and mentoring and, you know, holding their hands through their business speeches and all of that. That was awesome, you know. And so we need to have a part 2 of this later, but let's what is there that you need to tell me again, like now, because there are so many questions I want to ask, but maybe there's something that you want to say before we conclude this session, and then another time we'll continue with the conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think what
to young girls, especially.
To young girls. Yeah. But I think first I'll touch on parenting.
Okay.
I think I would send a message to parents that do not downplay any child that you give birth to. As long as you provide them with love, which is the first thing, and that is something that we blacks or Africans find it difficult to exhibit to our children. I mean, when you are young, I don't remember the last time I hugged my dad. I think that the first and last was when he saw me. I was at the age of 28 or so, because I had missed him for so many years. I had not seen him, and then when I saw him, I was able to. I mean, I don't even remember hugging my dad when I was young. Same with my mom. Of course, my mom, I baby the teens, but even young, I don't remember. That love and that connection, making them understand that even though they are seen as dumb to the outside, you still see some value in them. My mom will always tell me, you are special. She will tell me, of all my kids, you are special. So never downplay yourself and think you are I don't know. I think for some reason, because when she brought my younger sister was ahead of education than me, so she felt like she had to give me that motivation to make me believe in myself. So even though I was so dumb, I mean, I was last. I come home without my terminal report and all that. I don't even know where they are. But my mom will tell you that you are brilliant, you are smart.
I see.
Do you get it? Yeah. And she kept on saying, you are going to be a pillar in this family. So you really need to. So I was always in a hurry to do something for her to know that I'm really doing what she's telling me. So for me, I think parenting is very important in every child's life. It's good that my mom came from when I was at the age of 11. If I had passed 15, it would be difficult for her to work, because I didn't even understand tree. So to even communicate with me to understand was a problem for my mom. You were
speaking what?
I was speaking Dagbani, Hausa, and then I think when I was leaving, I was speaking Mamprosi. That was my language. Because that was what I understood. Got to a point, my auntie has to be speaking to me in the northern language to really understand what she's trying to say. So when my mom brought me, she couldn't really live with me. She had to leave me with my uncle because she couldn't communicate well to my understanding. So yes, that was how difficult it was. But
so you can speak Hausa right now?
Yes, Hausa I can speak, but then Dagbani.
Say something like what? What should I say?
Don't put me on the spot, but bring an Hausa person.
So then you can communicate.
I can communicate.
Now go to his words.
Thank you.
Oh, that one you know. Because
those ones are baby houses. Baby house. Yes, so I think parenting is very important. And then also I give credit to my teachers. I love teachers. I mean, my teachers, even though I was not smart, for whatever reason, they grew fond of me. They liked me. And it's also because I was very ignorant. Everything you say, I'm in it. I'm in sports. I'm in this. I'm in a whole lot of things. So everybody was fond of me and started giving me classes on the side for free and all that. So I grew to love my teachers and they would encourage me. So that was also one thing that really helped me. But I think most importantly, I also realized that I needed to help my siblings, or more or less the kids in my family, to appreciate education. So at a point in life when I realized, am I the one in university? How did I even get here? Do you get it? And what am I even doing? Flying here, going there today, I'm in this country tomorrow. What happened? Where did I even begin? How did I start this? Today I can't even tell. Of course, it's by the grace of God.
course.
But I also see is the vision you have.
Something must
and
be
the perseverance. You can have a vision, but if you don't persevere and really be focused on what you really want, it's very, because this journey that we've just narrated, it's
we've made it look so nice. In the part 2 would be about right now, as we are talking here, it's what the time is 6:30, and she says she's now going to the office. Her PA is sitting here. And they said, they are not going to the office. I said, hey, Portia, you are back here again with this kind of attitude.
Yes,
they're not going to the office.
Yes, Conrad, because I feel a lot of people need you to improve or develop them. So a lot of people look up to you. So you have to be very focused and make sure you don't disappoint. Like I said, a lot of people have helped me. I feel like I owe a lot of people. So what even my distinction? I mean, I got the scholarship sitting in my office and got an email. We've heard about the work you're doing in Ghana. We would like to give you a scholarship to come and do this course in the UK, blah, blah, blah.
That's how it came?
Oh, yes. I never wrote any application for any school. No. I never did any of such. My friend mentioned my project to one of the lecturers in Buckingham University. And by then, they were giving scholarship for outstanding people in community development and entrepreneurship. Wow. So when they heard about the project I do to help people set up enterprises, they got back to me. Of course, I went through the process. They interviewed me 4 or 5 times and went through all the process. But again, if you're doing something, good things come to people who do good. Every time, have that in mind. Everything you're doing, don't think about yourself.
That's true.
My focus has always been that person, those people. Exactly. So the more you do that, the more you get other support. So I was there when this opportunity came, and then I even bluffed them for like a year. I deferred for the first year, I deferred the second year, and then COVID came. I said, let me go.
Really? That's how you went finally.
Let me go. But it was also because the course was postponed to I think 2 years because they needed to put things together to run the course. So I think as a person, whatever it is that you're doing, stay focused.
Okay. Interesting.
And then make sure that you are selfless in doing it. I mean, when you are selfless and you are focused on that person, then you have all of them taking care of you at the end of the day. And that's why I believe leading from behind and then being a servant more than the one being in front as a leader. And that was one of the courses I took, servant leadership. Understanding that when you are leading, you are more like the servant. You are serving the people. And for me, that is one thing that has really helped with all the projects and all the things that I am doing and still doing.
I have 2 more questions. Though they are saying time apart, 2 more questions. One of them is about, just mention 2 challenges that you faced in all these things that you've mentioned. And the second one would be, how do men see you? They see you like true new girl. Hey, this girl here. Hey, are they? And people will be calling me after this program and will ask me question: is she available? She's doing too long, guys. She's still a woman. She will need a man. So answer those 2 questions.
I think my biggest challenge was taking a loan to start an agribusiness project, and I've really learned. Yes, it was a big loan. I mean,
something I've never heard before.
It wouldn't
tell us
be
the money
big
so that
to
we
some
know
people. It wouldn't be big to some people.
Yeah.
But for a new, fresh graduate,
who wants to be ambitious,
who just got into agri, if I didn't even know how to hold a cutlass, went for huge loan to buy brand new tear rubber tractor, brand new planter machine, harrow, husk, whatever, remover, all the machines I needed to do my farm.
You bought them?
And then, dug a borehole. Now that borehole is serving the community.
Oh, yeah.
I thank God for that.
At least it has been useful.
Getting a solar, whatever, getting
I remember that.
clearing. It was a huge thing. And I live in Accra. And my farm is in Idra, Ashanti region. So you can imagine. And then I didn't even have a car.
Oh.
So you can imagine going by road, transport, and doing all these things, and got to a point that the payment of the loan has started, and my farm is yet to even finish preparing the land. And I wasn't working formally, like I work and do projects now. So the loan matured to that with interest.
Oh my goodness.
It got a big belly. I couldn't pay. I took 4 to 5 years to pay off that loan. Yes. So that was a big challenge to me. And agriculture in Ghana as a female was also not an easy thing.
Is it TV3 that did a story on you? The International Women's Day or something?
Yeah, I think TV3 has done it before, and then I think other TV stations, GTV, some shows before.
City as well.
City,
I saw
City TV.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
I've
and so people see what you're doing. So I see. And what was the next big challenge?
My next big challenge was being a female farmer.
What about it?
Because
our mothers are farmers, so what the big deal?
Well, mommies are farmers with the old traditional still undergarden to decide which land to farm for the vegetables, and then he does the cocoa and mommy does the
it's just to sustain the family.
Just to sustain, not
so
anything.
100 acres of land. Portia is not going for 1 acre. My sister.
My mom didn't have
give you the land for free.
Yes, that is one thing I applaud my chiefs for. Every day I talk about this project. They gave me the land for free. Took nothing, absolutely nothing from me. Of course, I paid the SNAP.
That one I can't even pay myself.
It isn't like paying for the land. No, it was to support the project. And I have that because from now we have about 40 people that we supported with motorbikes. We built farm fence, got them farm, how do you call it? Sheep and goats. I mean, my project, we brought people from those villages to train them at the University of Ghana farms. And then after that, took them back, set them up in their own agribusiness. So yes, the community has really benefited from that. And when I talk about my challenge, being a female was running the tractor. I mean, the tractor was supposed to go for hiring. We used it for other commercial. But the farming industry is such that the people who run it are the males, and they really undermine female authority. So even to recruit an operator to operate my tractor was a difficult thing as a female. Yes. They wouldn't want to work for a female.
Oh, why?
Yes, that is how serious it is, especially at the remote areas. That's how serious it is. So all the time, you need a male
to front for you.
To front for areas that you think you need them to do. And most of the time, they wouldn't do what you want them to do. That was one big challenge. Then of course, as a female too, there were other challenges with regards to even getting access to farm inputs and all that. Yes, so I mean, networks is very important. A lot of the things I was able to achieve was based on networks, and so I use that a lot to get my way through in regards to some of the projects that I did. But yes, being a female farmer was one of the most difficult thing to do. But now I think it's becoming better. Yes, because now many people are there, and it was because of that I introduced the Graduate in Agribusiness project. Because besides being a female too, it's difficult when they realize you're an educated person.
For a master's degree to come and
you people bring your book thing to work. We've been doing this for I mean, when you've brought in a consultant from the university to train them on how to operate
manage their funds, keep their books.
They finish and they're like, Madam, these people, they don't know anything. This is how we've been doing it.
And now you go University of Ghana.
I know, right? So that was also a big challenge. So I brought a project.
That kind of gap.
I brought a project called Graduate in Agribusiness, where we can introduce agriculture to young people who have passion and interest in it, and then get a lot of them involved. Then once we do that, gradually we'll be able to send some of the right practices down to the already existing farmers, and that was and up to date we have 8 of them now having their businesses in that area. Yes, so it's very, very good. So that was one other big challenge that I faced as a female farmer.
And my last question, if only you remember.
So clearly I don't have any. It's not because my hands can't contain the rest. It's just not there. No one has yet put the so the day you see that, then
somebody else
as long as it's open, it is still open.
Portia. So if somebody calls me, I should connect them.
Connect.
Me, I'm a connector between her.
Connect what?
I know, right? Interesting. Finally,
I mean, people see me to be, let me say, difficult.
If you live
in such a difficult, the world itself is difficult, so you need to be difficult to be able to survive in this world. But anyway, that's a term they use, but I don't see it to be difficult. It's about getting what you want and getting it the right way. Of course, you can have a goal. Of course, right goals. Some people have certain goals, but for me, my Christian values come first to everything that I do. But if you set a goal, you need to be very focused in getting whatever that you set out for yourself. So doing that, of course, in the men's world is seen as difficult. Of course, when they are doing it, it's normal. So I can understand when they say, but people
those of us who know you very of course. I mean, she bears my wife's name, Agyei Yeboah, so I know her so well.
Those who are closer to me,
you know her that she's a very soft woman. Only that she needs to get this done. She will do it. And then faith. You've mentioned a little bit. Just wrap up on faith. What role has faith played in all of these things you've been doing?
A lot, Conrad. I mean, you did some series recently on the book of Ecclesiastes. I mean, whilst I still follow.
You were following
I don't miss my Friday prayers. I don't miss my Wednesday Bible class. I don't miss my Thursday youth sometimes. But Fridays, Wednesday Bible class, I don't miss them.
Awesome.
And of course, my Sunday, if I'm not there, then I'm sick. So faith is very important. It's everything to me.
I see.
I mean, without God, I don't see myself to be in existence. And I see him to be the creator of the universe. And whatever we want to do, we seek his consent. And I thank God that I was introduced to Church of Christ, because I mean, with the teachings and the sermons, if you really are serious in life and you listen to them, they will mold you to become very exceptional person.
That's it.
I mean, for me, people see me with my look. unknowingly put me in a particular category. But then, if you get close, you just realize that I love fashion. Once the thing fits and looks nice, I put it on. I don't care about whatever it is. As long as I'm not exposing anything, I am good to go. So, faith, people don't really see me on the faith side. They see me with the business and the,
no, but some of us, it's through faith that we met you.
Exactly.
So it was at church that we met Portia.
Exactly. So, I mean, with my church, we don't even see me to be difficult most of the time. With my own church, like I said, I can understand and appreciate all the things I do. But again, faith is very important. I see that if you don't have faith in anything, you don't even have the motivation to do anything.
That's it.
Yes, so faith, and especially with Church of Christ, has been everything to me. So I have my own values, my work and everything. If it doesn't match with my values, no. I mean, you know, it won't fly with me. If it doesn't match with my religious values, it wouldn't fly with me. And probably it's also the reason why I'm still single, because if you come and you expect the other values that we all know of, forget. Don't even try to come around.
Yes.
So I think that's very, very helpful for me, because with God, I feel like God is my father. I can tell him everything at any point in time. And when I need something, I only need to work hard. And that's why I always want to work hard, because I know he'll do his part. Once he's doing his part, if I don't get it, that is not the right time, especially if I put in all my best. But if you believe in God, pray about it, the rest is to work hard.
Amen.
And everything will just flow as it wants to and as you want it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Portia Agyei. May God continue to bless you and protect you and guide you. Open more doors of opportunity so that you know, as he blesses you, some of us will also be getting some of the blessings. You see, you'll be passing some of them to us. You didn't even tell us what you're doing right now in the UK after school.
I'm hiding from people.
Sorry.
But anyway, I work with this international company as a project administrator for West Africa, UK, and then Europe.
Hey, sister.
So
not told you all the details like that too.
Yes, but I'm still managing my projects. I'm still chasing proposals and all that. My office is still running here in Ghana. My farms are still running. I mean, we are bringing in a new project that is called diaspora investment. Traveling, you hear a lot, I really want to do something in Ghana, but you can't trust anybody, you can't do this. I'm interested in agric. So what I'm doing now is to sell agric to the diaspora. We have a proposal that we pitch to diaspora. If you are interested, we give you the agreement, contract, everything. We show you your return on investment. If you like it, you invest in it, and then we start. So now we've gotten people from Germany, UK, and then some school associations. Old school associations. Yes, and we are piloting that project now. But we are still taking in people. I mean, we started the first group of about 30 people with their investment. So it's also one of the reasons why I came around to see.
What particular thing are they investing in?
Catfish production. We're doing catfish production now. So it was one of the trainings that we delivered during our.
Are you still using those? How do you call that thing? The ponds that were.
Yes.
We went to shoot. You know, you were digging in the
University of Ghana. We are renovating those ponds. Now they are massive and big. We are renovating them.
I need to revisit that.
Yes.
I see.
We are renovating them, and so after that, we intend to add value to a small package and then send them for export. So that is one investment project that we're doing for the diaspora.
Interesting.
Yes, and we're still doing the vegetable, and we are also looking at the horticulture vertical integration technology,
Hey, Prof.
where we grow the vegetables on top
trees.
of the roof. And then, yeah,
That is what we are now growing. We'll start growing vegetables on.
There's a lot of projects
Yeah.
coming our way, and Oak is actually 10 years.
Wow.
Yes, Palm Garden,
Hooray.
the club started 10 years exactly
Yeah.
today, but the Oak Foundation itself started 2014, so it'll be 10 years
Wow.
next year.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Did you say exactly 10 years today? The Palm Guard? Did you mention today?
No, not today.
Okay,
This
better.
year.
This year,
Yes,
yeah.
It's going to be in October.
Right,
Yes.
right. Thank you very, very much. Are there any contacts to put out if somebody has heard and they want to invest or they want to bring money to the foundation?
Sure.
What emails or whatever to contact?
Oh, they can go to our website.
Yeah.
We have the social enterprise, which is the agribusiness site,
Right.
www.apoakltd, apoaklimited.com.
Right.
That's the website for the AP Oak.
Right.
And then the Oak Foundation, which is the NGO, www.oakfoundation.org. So we have in terms of contact numbers, we have our 020-733-1925 is one of the contacts.
Okay.
My personal work contact is 0244463607.
And then email.
And the email, you just Portia at oakfoundation.org or Portia at apoakltd.com.
Hey, so many contacts. Now, how are you able to? Let me be your PA so that I can be opening your emails for you. All right, thank you very much. That has been our guest for today, Portia Agyei Yeboah. She is somebody who is a very good, demonstration. She's a paragon, a model of the Conrado Show, purpose, passion, and power. How you have a purpose, define it, based on what God has given you, and then have the needed passion to follow through it and chase your goals, and then the power that God gives you daily, you must rely on it and be able to do exceedingly abundantly beyond all that you can even think and imagine. Thank you so much. This show was brought to you by the Conrado Group and then also Heritage Christian College in Amasaman, Accra. Truth TV is also calling for your adverts for us to promote. And if you have any story like Portia's story you want to tell on the Conrado Show, please reach out to us 02067 30 38 2. My name is Conrad Kakraba. Bye for now.